Good YouTubing, everybody. Thanks for stopping by and checking out this review. What we're going to talk about is Batman Forever, Robin by McFarlane Toys. The pricing will start around $25.99 plus shipping, and that's at Bigbadtoystore, and the links are down in the basement. But right now, guys, who is your favorite Batman Forever? Let me know in the comments. So let's roll them off the stand, and let's get started. Okay, for the packaging. Yes, we've seen this before. It's nothing new. Don't want to waste too much of your time. You know that the box is in the window style. It also has stuff on the side panels, and you can see DC Multiverse Robin on the front. Looking at the accessories inside, you can see the trading card. Also, in the very back, if you can see the wing of the Nightmare Bat, that is the piece. And he is number 2 on that piece out of 4, okay? But for the box, it's okay. It's basic McFarlane DC Multiverse packaging, and we've seen it. But if you flip it over to the back side, you'll see you'll have that artwork of the Nightmare Bat, and you can see the pieces that fit when you have your figure. So he's number 2, and he gets a piece of the wing, and you can see the rest there. Nothing to it, nothing too crazy, but it'll hold your figures, and that'll do it for the packaging. Of course, I wanted to show you the sleeve inside the packaging. I know I've showed you before, but check it out. You see the trading card, the action figure stand right there, the McFarlane stand, and you also see the wing of Nightmare Bat, the piece there. But for me, I always keep it in mint condition. I don't take none of it out because of the fact that I like to keep my card in mint condition behind the plastic. And if I do need to read it, I just go online and check it out there. But you see how it looks? There it is, and that will do it. Okay, so let's go ahead and measure them up. We'll start with the centimeter side. Let's do that. Okay, the centimeter side, he will be right at 17 centimeters, okay? Right at it. And then on the inches side, he'll be right at 6.5 inches. There you go, see there? Yeah, he'll be right at 6.5 or a little over 6.5 inches, okay? That's where he's at, and that's where he's standing. Okay, so let's go ahead and scale them up. We'll just throw a few figures. Let's put out Catwoman. She's a rather tall character. And we'll do, Batman, of course. Got to put him in there. Okay, so let's throw another size. You know my guy, the big man from Marvel. We'll always put him in there in the back just to give you an idea of his size. Gives you that comparison. Okay, so looking at it, it doesn't look bad at all. I think it looks pretty good. Robin, Catwoman, Batman, they all have good size proportions with this scale, so it's not bad, and Juggernaut always scales well with these figures. Some might be a little off, but it looks good, and you get the idea. Okay, so let's take a look at the appearance. When I get the figure in hand, it feels great. I'm seeing Chris O'Donnell there in the face. You can see him. You can see him just a little bit, right? Can you see him? That's not a bad sculpt. So let's start with the head. The hair itself with the brown. You might have a little bit of darker painting in there on top of that mold to get that look. Looks pretty decent. The mask is molded on correctly. Do like his eyes in there. If you can see his eyes, they're barely there, but you can see them, right? Okay, got him. See that? See his eyes there. There you go. Okay, and then you're looking at his sideburns and his ears. You see the cuts there. That's not too bad. Going on to the chin, in the mouth, in the nose. Do like that. Looking at the ears, like I said, sideburn on that side, so it doesn't look bad. They did a good job on that. It does look like the mask is laying on his face, so great job there. And as you can see, the collar by his neck, that's also molded on to his neck, and all they did was shape it out and paint it just like the collar sticking out of his neck. Still good finish. Okay, you see he has some holding here on the back, some of that PVC plastic or ABS plastic on the back there holding the cape, which the cape is wiring, which we do like. Looking at the soft goods here, cape does have wiring in it. We'll look at that in the articulation. Do like that. That's a great finish on that too. Always have the wiring in the cape. I think they should always have that. It just does a great job. Okay, so if you're looking at the front of the figure here, where his Robin logo is, you can see this is the red paint on the muscles, and also seeing that the gold is pinning across the top like it's pinning his suit. He's a bulky guy, so the suit that he has on, his muscles are sticking out, right? And you see the R there with the green and the gold on top, right? So that looks pretty decent. I'm liking how they have the extra movements in the shoulders there. We like that. That green color coming across. Then you're going to have the black gauntlets, right? Also, the black gauntlets will have the, I don't know exactly what you call these. In the comments, guys, what are these exactly called that are on top of Batman and Robin's gauntlets? They always have those spikes sticking out. Let me know in the comments if you know what they are. Okay, same on both sides there. That looks good. I do like you got semi-muscle effects. I don't think you have any, really. Those are just the cuts. So the muscle effects are just bulkiness, and you can see just the shape. You don't see any veins coming out. You don't see any like extra muscles popping out. It's just more of a shape that I see there, right? Not bad. Okay, so you see the abs on the bottom of the figure, and looking at the utility belt with that gold color, you do have a design coming off in the middle there. That looks good. Of course, the suit goes all the way down to the middle of the body there. You can see that. All right, and the legs, the diaper is well hidden too. If you look at the diaper of the figure, that's nicely hidden. So I don't have a problem with that. Okay, the legs are sculpted very well. You see that there. It'd be nice to have a little vein sticking out. Some more muscle would be good, but there you have it. The knees, kind of ugly. It looked like soccer pads, but they're all right. You see the knee pads, they just look like knee pads instead of joints. It look okay. All right, and looking at the boots, you see the all black going toward the calf there. You have some designs there. There you go. There, some designs there. Also having the boots kind of shrugged up here, and then you have some designs on top, and also you have no tread on the bottom, just some stuff from the making of it, right? Okay, so let's look at the cape here, the soft goods. I do like the coloring of this. It's all black, very soft. Then you have the inner lining that is that Crayola yellow color, right? And also the wiring inside, as we see here. That's a good job. So the appearance of the figure is very nice. I do like the paint scheme on it. Could use a little bit more muscular effects, you know, some veins coming out, just some more muscle popping out, right? And also I do like the mask. It looks good. So nothing really wrong with the appearance as a whole. It looks pretty good. Okay, and that'll do it. Okay, so let's take a look at the accessories. We'll start with the Nightmare Bat wing, which is number 2 for Robin. He's number 2 out of 4. Okay, so the Nightmare Bat wing looks really well, very detailed. You can see a lot of vein work in the wings. There goes your ball and socket for movement. Look at that. Oh, that looks really good. So the wing itself, not bad. I'd like to see this thing put together. It looks really good. Not bad on the detail. I like the wash on it in all the colors. Nice detail, right? You see it? There you go. Nightmare Bat wing. All right. So let's take a look at the pairs of hands. We'll start with the hands that are open. He has a point hand and he has a regular hand that's open. So we'll start with the point hand first. Okay. There's your point hand, right? You have all black. You see the ruffling because of his gloves. And you have some detail with the fingers inside the gloves, right? There you go. Nothing to it. Very basic, but it looks good. And there goes your peg system for the hands on the wrist. Okay, so let's take a look at the open hand. You have an open hand where he'll slap you in the face, right? Or grab something. There you go. All right, same concept. You have the black gloves, kind of ruffling up there, right? Hands inside. Nothing to it. Very basic, but it does look good. And there goes your peg system. Okay. All right, so let's take a look at the hands. They're more open, like they would hold the weapon, but the figure didn't come with any weapons, but he has that weapon he could hold. So you might use another figure or whatnot to do that. And here it is. There goes your hand inside the glove, right? There you go. Very basic, but it does look good. Bunched up like his hands inside. And then you have the area where you can hold a weapon, right? There you go. Nothing to it. Peg system, very basic, but looks good. Okay, so that's gonna do it for the accessories. Okay, so let's step into it, that POA. All right, so the figure, like I said, appearance-wise, very nice, looks good. Do like him. I think he looks like Chris O'Donnell. Pretty good. So, okay, we'll start with the cape first. We know, we talked about it earlier, the cape has wiring in it. You have soft goods here. There's your wiring. Your wiring goes on this side. It also goes on this side. So that's very good. You can do multiple things with this cape. Nice job on that. Okay, so let's start with the head movement. The head movement is on a ball and socket, right? So you're gonna have tilts, which is very well on that. You have your tilts there, right? Okay, rope motions are very well. ball and socket. Downs are good. Everything's great on that. Okay, so if we go to the shoulders are going to be on movable latch systems that actually rotate inside. Okay, so you get that basic movement that you see in most McFarlane toys. And there goes your latch system there, and also they move around, right? Okay, that's pretty simple. Then you're gonna have your bicep swivel here. That's always there. Very smooth, no need to heat it up. And you'll have your double jointed elbows, right? Going all the way in. Okay, pretty basic. We've seen this before, nothing new to us. Okay, and that's gonna be the same on both sides. Let's go down to the hands. We know the hands are interchangeable, so they do rotate, and they have latches of their own, right? Okay, let's go to the top of the figure. Well, actually, the middle of the figure. The middle of the figure does have play, so your rotations there are really decent. I don't think you need to twist them all the way around. I think you could, but there'd be no point for posing reason to twist them backwards, right? So that's good there. Okay, crunching is great. You have the outer crunch there. All right, so do you have anything lower here? No movements there at all. Okay, let's go down to the legs with a big diaper. You'll have it on the click flies. That's what I call them. There you have these kind of a dumbbell joint there, and they have the latches that click, right? There you go. Right, there it is. No thigh swivels at all, but you do have your double jointed knees, right? There you go. Double jointed knees there. And it's gonna be the same on both sides of the figure. No rotations on above the calf. You do have rotations in the feet by the ankles. You also have the foot on rocker, also latches, and you have the pivot in the toe, right? Gotta love the pivot in the toe. So the articulation is about the same as we've seen from most of the figures. This is nothing crazy, nothing different from the articulation, but the figure looks great. I do like it, and that'll do it for the articulation. Okay, for the pros and cons, we'll start with the cons first. For me, the only con I have is he doesn't have any weapons to throw. Would like to see him have the pole, maybe a few of the batarangs. That would be nice, but we don't have that. So that's the cons for me. No accessories. Yes, we have the pair of hands, but that's it. So that's my cons. The positives are I do like soft good capes with wiring. That's great. The sculpting of the figure is pretty good. I mean, there's not a lot of bad cuts, and it does look like Chris O'Donnell to me. The paint scheme is great. You have great flow of colors, nothing running off. I do like that. And the articulation is not bad. So for me, I'm gonna go ahead and give the figure no accessories. I'm gonna go ahead and give the figure a 3 out of 5 stars. Guys, let me know what your stars are. And you guessed it, you can get it at Bigbadtoystore.com. Just check out Bigbadtoystore.com. So what are you waiting for? Check them out. And this brings us to the end of our video. If you found the video informational or you just simply enjoyed watching, please hit the like, comment, share, and subscribe button. And as always, this has been another toy review. Thanks for watching. See you in the next one.